All right, everyone, buckle up. The news cycle is spinning faster than ever, and here at Cyrus Spotlight, we're diving headfirst into the stories that matter, the ones you absolutely cannot afford to miss. We've got a packed show today, bringing you the latest updates that are dominating headlines and sparking conversations across the globe. Get ready for some mind-blowing revelations and exclusive peeks into what's next. We're kicking things off with a crossover event that has Hollywood buzzing. Then we're digging into a hilarious casting near-miss that could have changed the Marvel Universe forever. Stick around, because this is Cyrus Spotlight, and you're getting the unfiltered truth. But that's not all. We're also getting an exclusive look at the highly anticipated return of a fan-favorite action franchise, with details on when you can expect the next adrenaline-pumping installment. And we've got the inside scoop on a legendary actor's candid reflections on a role that almost was, and the unexpected lessons learned. Don't touch that dial, because you're about to get the inside scoop on developments that are shaping our world right now. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. A drumming daredevil. Get ready for an unexpected collaboration that's set to redefine celebrity challenges as we know it. In a thrilling new development for the National Geographic series, Limitless. Live Better Now. None other than global music superstar Ed Sheeran has issued a formidable challenge to Hollywood's reigning action hero, Chris Hemsworth. This isn't just about flexing muscles or hitting high notes. It's about pushing boundaries and facing down fears in the most public way possible. In a recently released trailer, the intensity is palpable as Sheeran tasks Hemsworth with a feat that might make even the mighty Thor sweat. Performing a drum solo for a stadium packed with thousands of screaming fans during one of Sheeran's own massive concerts. The footage captures Hemsworth's palpable nerves as he grapples with the monumental task, admitting, "I'm struggling." Viewers get a glimpse of the sheer scale of the challenge as Hemsworth takes to the stage at the National Arena in Bucharest, Romania, a moment that clearly tests his resolve. "The moment I walk out and see how big that arena is, I'm starting to think, I gotta get out of here," he confesses, highlighting the immense pressure of performing in front of such a colossal audience, a far cry from his usual on-screen personas. The Limitless, Live Better Now series is all about Chris Hemsworth confronting his own limitations, venturing far beyond his comfort zone to explore ways to enhance both his mental and physical well-being. This particular challenge, orchestrated by Ed Sheeran, represents a significant leap into uncharted territory for the actor, testing his courage, coordination, and ability to perform under extreme duress. The integration of a music icon like Sheeran into Hemsworth's personal growth journey adds a unique and compelling dimension to the show's exploration of human potential. The series promises to deliver a captivating look at how confronting fears can lead to profound personal transformation, all captured through Hemsworth's journey. Fans are already buzzing about this extraordinary pairing and the high-stakes performance. The episode is set to premiere on August 15th, exclusively on Disney Plus and Hulu, promising an unforgettable viewing experience that blends music, extreme challenges, and the inspiring story of overcoming personal barriers. This collaboration is more than just a celebrity stunt. It's a deep dive into vulnerability and courage, showcasing what happens when two titans from different worlds step onto each other's turf. This is just the beginning of our deep dive into the world of Hollywood heroes and their unexpected journeys. Next, we uncover a story about a different Marvel icon and a role that, believe it or not, almost went to another huge star. The Thor role that got away. In a revelation that's sending shockwaves through the Marvel fandom, Channing Tatum has opened up about an audition that could have dramatically altered the course of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Years before he would eventually don the mantle of Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine, Tatum actually threw his hat in the ring for the coveted role of Thor in Kenneth Branagh's 2011 blockbuster. However, his bid to become the God of Thunder ended in a rather awkward fashion, teaching him valuable, albeit hard-won, lessons about performance and stillness. Tatum, now 45, recounted the experience to Variety, admitting that his primary motivation wasn't necessarily to play Thor himself, but rather to perform in front of the acclaimed director, Kenneth Branagh. The audition, however, did not go as planned. "After I did one take," Tatum recalled, Branagh instructed him, "You're not allowed to move. Put your hands on this chair." This seemingly simple directive proved to be Tatum's undoing. He froze, unable to embody the required stillness, and Branagh reportedly nailed my crutch, a metaphorical assessment of his inability to meet the directorial demands. This experience left such an impression that Tatum confessed, "I spent the next 5 years really trying to learn stillness." While the Thor role ultimately went to Chris Hemsworth, who has since become synonymous with the character, Tatum's connection to Marvel was far from over. He went on to develop a solo film for his X-Men character, Gambit, at 20th Century Fox. This project faced numerous hurdles, including script rewrites and delays, and was ultimately scrapped following Disney's acquisition of Fox. Tatum expressed profound disappointment over the cancellation, admitting in a 2022 interview that he "shut off my Marvel machine" and couldn't watch the movies for years, feeling the loss of Gambit like losing a friend. This deep affection for the character was reignited, however, by his surprise appearance in the 2024 film Deadpool and Wolverine. Tatum shared his immense gratitude on social media, crediting Ryan Reynolds for fighting for him and the character, calling the experience a masterpiece and pure badass joy. In a remarkable twist of fate, Tatum's Gambit and Hemsworth's Thor are now slated to appear together in the highly anticipated Avengers: Doomsday, scheduled for release in December 2026, bringing their Marvel journeys full circle in an epic crossover. It's incredible how paths cross and uncross in Hollywood, isn't it? Now, let's shift gears from near misses to confirmed returns, as we bring you the latest on a fan-favorite Netflix action franchise and when you can expect its next explosive chapter. Extraction 3: The Rake returns. Fans of high-octane action and relentless survival stories, rejoice. Netflix has officially confirmed that the adrenaline-fueled world of Extraction is set to expand with a third installment. And while a precise release date remains under wraps, the intel suggests we can expect Chris Hemsworth's formidable mercenary Tyler Rake back in action by late 2026 or early 2027. This timeline mirrors the gap between the first two critically acclaimed films, setting the stage for another round of globetrotting peril and jaw-dropping stunts. Netflix first announced the greenlight for Extraction 3 at its June 2023 Tatum event, confirming that the project is actively in development. Although August 2025 has arrived with no firm release date, the creative team is hard at work crafting new narratives and escalating the stakes for our favorite antihero. Chris Hemsworth himself has expressed his eagerness to reprise his role, channeling his inner Tyler Rake, and confirming that the writing process is underway. The primary objective for the filmmakers is to elevate the story, introducing more complex challenges and expanding the narrative universe beyond what fans have seen before. The first Extraction film premiered in April 2020, followed by Extraction 2 in June 2023, marking a 3-year interval. If this pattern holds, Extraction 3 could realistically land in theaters or on streaming platforms in late 2026 or early 2027. While the full cast list is still being finalized as filming approaches, key players are expected to return. Fans can anticipate the reappearance of central characters from the previous installments, alongside the introduction of new faces designed to enrich the ongoing saga. Some characters whose storylines concluded in earlier films might not return, but the focus will likely be on developing the existing relationships and exploring new dynamics within the Extraction universe. A significant point of discussion among fans has been the relationship between Tyler Rake and Nick Khan, played by Golshifteh Farahani. Their bond has been portrayed as one of deep professional and personal loyalty, marked by mutual trust and shared experiences in harrowing situations, rather than romantic involvement. Nick's character has consistently proven her resilience, intelligence, and emotional fortitude, making her a vital part of the narrative and a fan favorite whose presence is highly anticipated in the sequel. Furthermore, Idris Elba is confirmed to be reprising his role as Alcott, a character introduced in Extraction 2 who offered Tyler and Nick a deal for their freedom in exchange for a new mission. Alcott's role is set to expand significantly in Extraction 3, hinting at deeper connections to the overarching extraction, narrative, and potentially playing a crucial part in shaping the future of this cinematic world. Joe Russ hinted in February about Alcott's expanded role, suggesting new plotlines and character integrations that will further flesh out the Extraction lore. With its blend of intense action, compelling character arcs, and a universe ripe for expansion, Extraction 3 promises to be another flagship title for Netflix. The film is expected to deliver enhanced action sequences, more profound character development, and a stronger emotional core, potentially even featuring an elevated musical score to heighten the tension and impact of key scenes. The overarching narrative might even delve into global threats, raising the stakes for Rake and his allies. From the battlefield to the concert stage and the audition room, we've covered quite a spectrum today. But before we wrap up, we've got one more story. A candid look back at a career-defining moment and the unexpected lessons learned from a role that almost was. Tatum's Thor trial, stillness and second chances. Channing Tatum has recently resurfaced a fascinating anecdote from his past, detailing a pivotal audition for the role of Thor that, while unsuccessful, profoundly shaped his approach to acting. The Magic Mike star revealed to Variety that his attempt to embody the God of Thunder for Kenneth Branagh's 2011 film, Thor, was a learning experience that initially left him flustered but ultimately contributed to his later success, particularly his long-awaited portrayal of Gambit. Tatum, who was around 30 at the time of the audition, explained that his primary motivation wasn't necessarily to secure the part of Thor, but rather to seize the opportunity to audition for Branagh, whom he deeply admired. However, the audition process itself proved to be a significant hurdle. According to Tatum, after completing a single take, director Kenneth Branagh instructed him to remain perfectly still, hands placed on a chair. This directive, intended to test his ability to convey presence and power through stillness, resulted in Tatum freezing up. He described the experience as Branagh nailing my crutch, indicating that his inability to master this aspect of performance was glaringly apparent. This encounter was so impactful that Tatum admitted it took him the next 5 years really trying to learn stillness. Although he didn't land the role of Thor, a part that would go on to define Chris Hemsworth's career, Tatum's journey within the Marvel fold continued. He pursued a solo film for his X-Men character, Gambit, at 20th Century Fox. This project, however, was plagued by numerous setbacks, including script revisions and production challenges, and was ultimately shelved after Disney's acquisition of Fox. Tatum expressed significant disappointment over the cancellation, stating in a 2022 interview that he had shut off my Marvel machine and found it too painful to watch the films, likening the loss of the character to losing a friend. His fortunes changed dramatically with his surprise cameo as Gambit in the 2024 blockbuster Deadpool and Wolverine. Tatum expressed immense gratitude for the opportunity, publicly thanking co-star Ryan Reynolds for championing his return. He described the experience as deeply meaningful, calling the film a masterpiece and expressing overwhelming joy at being part of it. This return not only brought him back into the Marvel fold, but also served as a full-circle moment, especially considering his earlier audition for Thor. The narrative arc is further completed by the fact that Tatum's Gambit and Hemsworth's Thor are now slated to share the screen in Avengers: Doomsday, set for release in late 2026, a testament to the unpredictable nature of Hollywood careers and the enduring appeal of these iconic characters. And that brings us to the end of our main stories for today. But don't go anywhere yet, because we've got a lightning-fast recap and all the ways you can stay connected with us. And that's a wrap on today's Spotlight. We saw Ed Sheeran challenge Chris Hemsworth to conquer his stage fright on drums, Channing Tatum reveal his hilariously awkward failed Thor audition, the exciting confirmation of Extraction 3 hitting Netflix by late 2026 or early 2027, and Tatum's reflections on learning stillness after that near miss. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to Cyrus Spotlight for more exclusive updates, and smash that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop new content. Let us know in the comments which story you found most surprising, and follow us on all social media platforms for behind-the-scenes action and more news. We'll see you in the next one.